Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Let's jump right into it. I'm gonna do a quicker reading today, but it's gonna be the classic one with the energy checks. And I'm starting as usual with an oracle deck. So let's see what's going on with Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective, and their connection. But the oracle cards are gonna be for DF and for DM. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take only what resonates. And if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment below the video. You can also email me if you have any questions about a personal reading or coaching session. So for Divine Feminines, we've got grace and gratitude. So gratitude, joy expands. Very feminine energy. What about Divine Masculines? So I guess this is time of the year where, you know, it can be both difficult and easy to see the good in your life, to be joyful, you know, depending on what is going on, who is around, especially in the current situation with the pandemic, with economic crises and, you know, different kinds of events around the world. But yeah, you're asked, regardless of what it looks like for you, to be grateful, whether you are, you know, already in comfort and abundance, or you're actually struggling. Still, in any situation, you can find something to be grateful for. For Divine Masculines, we have wandering path and enjoy the journey and surrender into the journey, release control. So Divine Masculines are asked to, you know, to enjoy the ride, to surrender to what the universe brings their way, which is not always easy to do, especially for masculines who are trying to control the situation. That's the like innate masculine drive, right? To take action, to change things, to solve the problem. And this is more around release control, you know, see what the universe brings to you. That's sort of idea. Also very feminine energy, I would say. Okay, let's get to the tarot. I'm back with a Salama deck today, my beautiful, beautiful deck. Yeah, too many cards. Let's see what's going on with Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine, and their connection at this time. And then I also have my little cards with messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. So hopefully I'll have time to pull a few of those at the end. So stick around. Okay. Alright, Knight of Cups for DF, Six of Swords and Seven of Cups for DM, and Three of Wands for the connection. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, the fastest moving knight. A lot of ideas circling in the mind, you know, brainstorming ideas for what the next step is, things like that. But this is also a very masculine energy, I would say. This is also about like active communication, right? Bringing the message. Yeah. So that's, I guess, that's where the balance needs to be found, because there is a desire to do a lot of that strategy and communication, but the universe is asking more about be grateful with what you are now, notice things, you know, and your state. And also release control and trust. Okay, please clarify Knight of Cups for DFs. Okay, please clarify Six of Swords and Seven of Cups. All right. Please clarify Three of Wands. Thank you. Bottom of the deck here, the High Priestess. Yes, also feminine, also going within. So I would say these are quite the opposing energies. So that's the trick is in finding that balance, as usual, between masculine and feminine, right? That's the main idea. So for Divine Feminines, we have Knight of Cups clarified by Four of Cups. So there's definitely a desire to have an opportunity in love. There's a bit of a sadness of some lost opportunities, maybe some specific events that come to your mind at this time. where you thought that, you know, love was there, and it definitely was the moment you were on the, not just on the right track, but you were very, very close to union. Like it looked like it was so close, and then something happened and it disappeared. And now you're thinking that, and like, it's a little bit of sadness, but also trying to focus on what to do next. What is the next step? And, you know, from time to time, we don't have that focus specifically on the union. We are kind of like consciously or subconsciously dealing with what comes our way and all the different things that we feel guided is prioritized right now in our life. What do we need to deal with? And it's not always union with divine masculine, right? But at this time, this is another point of reference where divine feminine's mind comes back to this idea that, oh yes, by the way, where are we with union? Are we moving closer? What should I do? Maybe I should take some conscious steps to make it get there closer. Something like that. So be careful with that, because at the moment you have to be grateful with what you have, and that will give you the drive and some ideas on what should come next, what to do next. Divine masculines have 6 of Swords and 7 of Cups, clarified by the Hierophant here. It's Taurus energy, we had Cancer energy with High Priestess, if anyone is interested in the astrological signs. But basically what I'm getting here is divine masculines are at the point where they want to have some peace of mind, and they want to be able to make a choice, to have a choice, right? Because, you know, the Hierophant tells us about different societal norms, obligations, and rules, right? And oftentimes we feel like we only have one way to go, really. And that brings anxiety and stress on its own, because well, obviously because we don't feel like we have that freedom, right? We don't feel like we have free will. We just have to oblige by the rules. And divine masculines are now, whether it's the rules that are actually made by society, like something legal, or it's the rules that are kind of in their head with what they're used to or how they've been brought up or what people expect of them. Whatever, whether they are more formal or informal, they exist in their head, and that's the problem. They're seeing it now, that it limits them. It doesn't allow them to find peace and balance, and doesn't give them choices. And they're supposed to have choices, right? So they're understanding now that maybe choosing the rules, following the rules is a choice, and there is another way to go about things. For the connection, we have 3 of Wands clarified by 9 of Wands. A lot of wands here. So yeah, it's kind of these are 2 opposing actions, I would say. One's about actions and also about passion, but this is about the energy of love, setting intention with love, you know, wishful thinking sort of idea, you know, bringing success and abundance and happiness in. And this is the energy of fear. Like literally 9 of Wands is the energy of fear, and you can see this guy standing behind the wand, kind of like not wanting to move forward. But these are the remainings of the fear, right? So there is still, the twins are basically fighting through and moving through their fears to manifest that sunny new day on the horizon, manifesting their joy and happiness. But there is still a little bit of like residual fear that they're working through. That may delay the actual manifestation of events, but you ask not to worry too much about that, because it will come about at the divine timing. So part of releasing this fear is trusting that everything is going to happen in divine timing for you. Okay, I've got my cards. Let's get a couple of cards from divine masculines to divine feminines. What's going on with the collective right now? Oh, got too many. Need to keep shuffling. Okay, that's something. I have, you make me want to be a better person. Yay, that's my favorite part of Twinflame journey. And I hate how long it's been since I've seen you. Aww. Wonderful cards. looks like divine masculines, like from everything that we've seen in this reading, they're recognizing the importance of the connection. It's pushing them to make better choices, be a better person, you know, have more balance within themselves, which is critical for them going back to divine feminine in a good spot, like in their true authentic self, and making union happen. Thanks very much for being here with me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with new readings very, very soon.